All right, guys. We are going to do a social studies lesson. I was going to do a science one, but then I talked with your teacher and she said social studies may be good. Okay? All right, so I'm going to write a word on this piece of paper and then I'll tell you what to do. Raise your hand. Who can read to me this word? Andre?
Citizen.
Citizen. Okay. Now, I'm going to give you 1 minute to talk amongst each other. And all of you can kind of share your thoughts, talk amongst each other. I'm going to put this word here. I want you to talk to each other and come up with what you think a citizen is. Okay? Go.
So I think like a citizen is like a person who yeah. A citizen is a person that has been treated by their rights.
Oh yeah. That's what I mean.
Like a person who has rights.
Mhm.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. Cameron. Crickets.
Yes.
You weren't even listening.
Yes. Like a citizen is a person who follows by their rights.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Somebody, I'm going to call on like 2 people. And I want you to give me your best definition of what a citizen is. And then we're going to kind of learn about it, okay? Cameron, what's your best definition of a citizen? What is a citizen?
Someone in the U.S. that has rights.
Okay, so someone that belongs to the United States that has rights. Okay. Andre, do you have anything to add?
And someone that has not done anything has been good.
Okay, so someone that doesn't get in trouble. Gunnar, you have something to add?
So, like, a citizen is somebody who abides other people's rights and respects the other people's rights, and they also have their own rights, and they should be treated the same as everybody else.
Okay, so if we combine all your thoughts, you guys are getting pretty close. So there are people that belong to the U.S., they have rights and responsibilities. They're upstanding citizens. They usually abide by rules. So, okay. So, what are you citizens of? So, if I ask you, like, what school are you a citizen of? Heard Mixon. What family are you a citizen of? The Broach. So, like your last name. What family are you a citizen of? Jeters, Broach, Russell, Clark, Mitchell. Okay, so that is your citizen, is your family. That's what citizenship you have in your family. And what city are you a citizen of?
Georgia.
Oh, that's a state. Covington, that's right. You're Covington or Newton County. And now what state are you a citizen of? Georgia. What nation?
The USA.
The USA, the United States of America. Okay, so now that we have a decent understanding of what a citizen is, we have rights, we dwell in certain places, we abide by rules and responsibilities, we have things we have to do. Giselle, give everybody a copy of this and give me any extra. This you can just pass it around. Try to know what. And I'm going to give everybody a pencil. I don't want to throw pencils at you. Okay. I got me a pencil too. All right, everybody has a pencil. You can put your name on it. You don't have to worry about the date. And you're going to see a line right there that says citizen, and it says definition. I want you to put what we just discussed. I want you to put what a citizen is in your own words. Just write down what a citizen is, a definition that you can remember what a citizen is. You can make it as far as like the nation they belong to, like the U.S., rights and responsibilities. Remember all the things we just talked about. And it can be a simple definition. A few more seconds. Okay, now your next question is, I am a citizen of, you can put the United States, Georgia, Covington, Heard-Mixon, your family, whatever. They help you remember citizenship a little better. You can put the USA, Georgia, Heard-Mixon Elementary School, your family's name. So you have the United States. Okay, I see Giselle's right. She's a citizen of the Jeter family. Okay, so we got USA, Jeter. Andre, what'd you put as far as you're a citizen of?
United States of America.
United States of America. Okay. Shamir, what you putting you a citizen of?
My family in the USA.
Okay, so you put 2. Cameron, what you a citizen of? What you putting?
USA.
The USA. All right, those are really good answers, guys. Okay, so if you look down here, there's a little chart. What is the difference? I'm gonna give you just a few seconds. I want you to turn and talk to a neighbor. Andre, you can join the boys right here. Giselle, y'all will talk, okay? I want you to talk. Maybe what is the difference between rights and responsibilities? I'm going to give you a few seconds, okay? What's the difference between a right and a responsibility? Go.
So a right is something that. So a right is something that. Like
Something like you kind of have to follow. Like a
Like
right is
No, a
something you're
right
allowed
is-
to do and like you have.
No, a
Like,
right-
something like you're allowed to do.
No, a right is something that you are like treated by, and
Right.
something that
responsibility,
the government has to treat you by.
like you have
And rights are something that cannot be
that is the
removed.
order. Okay,
And
so say like
responsibility
your
is
mom
like
told
something
you
that.
to pick your chore because
And
not
the
her
responsibility
responsibility.
is kind of like
Something you
just
have to do.
Okay, finish your thoughts in
A
5,
responsibility
4,
is something that you are
3,
expected to do.
2, 1. Okay. So, I heard some really good thoughts about stuff we have to do, stuff we need to do. I'm going to give you the definition of rights and responsibilities, and there's a little hint on your paper if you looked at it. A right is something you're allowed to do. So something you get to do. Like, I get to do this. I don't have to, but I get to. A responsibility is something you should do or you have to do. Okay, so I'm a mom. My responsibility is to take care of my children. I'm a wife. I gotta make sure my husband has what he needs. I'm a worship leader at the church. I gotta make sure I serve at the church. I work in education. I have to make sure I'm giving information to whom?
The kids.
Students. I have responsibilities that I have to do every day when I wake up, but then I have rights. Like, I get to live where I want to live. Like, I get to live on the street I want to live. I don't have to. I'm allowed to live there. I'm allowed to drive what car I buy. I'm allowed to eat at the grocery store. I'm allowed to buy what food I want. I don't have to get certain foods. I'm allowed to, right? Okay, so I'm going to show you guys some pictures. I have some printouts if some of you guys need a closer look, okay? So you can kind of follow along with me if you have to. I'm going to put this right here so maybe you can see some. And Giselle, once I show the picture, if you'll just pull the next paper. That's good right there. I'll tell you when. I'm going to get my computer because it is in color. And I know some of you looking at color, y'all will love it. Okay?
I haven't seen color in a very long time.
You haven't seen color in a long time.
All around. This room is full of color.
Well, I haven't seen color.
Okay, so what is the title of this?
Rights and responsibilities.
Rights and responsibilities. Okay, so you see, what is this? And there's one in the middle, if you can't see all the way up here. What is this?
Speed limit.
It's a speed limit sign. Now, I want, you see your graph. This is a speed limit, so I want you to put, what's the little caption below there? Can you see it? Obey laws. So, obey laws. This is an example of a law. Is that a right or a responsibility? Write it on your paper, and then we're going to talk about it. Write it where you think. Is it a right or is it a responsibility? Remember, a right is something you get to do. A responsibility is something you have to do. Okay. Giselle, you can pull that off and hand that to me. Or just put it in this stack where it says rights and responsibilities. Thank you so much. All right, the next one is, what does it say? Pay taxes. This is a picture of a tax form. You guys don't do that yet, but I'm sure your parents do. So pay taxes. Is that a right or a responsibility? Write it down where you think it is. Okay, everybody got it down? All right. The next one is get an education. Thank you, Giselle. Get an education. Oh, now me and some teachers had a debate about this earlier. Get an education. Is that a right or a responsibility? To get an education, to come to school.
It's right.
Put it under what you think it is. Put it under what you think it is.
Isn't it both?
Well, I mean, I don't think
Well,
if
you
you
should
get
see if you
older,
get
then it's probably a right. I mean, your
You're
parents
younger.
make you do it, so it's kind of like a responsibility.
I love the fact that you guys are having a debate because that's kind of what me and other teachers did. So you can write it up under what you think it is. Go ahead.
Can I put it like
Education.
in the middle?
If you feel like it's both, you can write it kind of in the middle. Okay. I love the way you guys are thinking. I love how you're thinking.
Okay, so way back when.
And we're going to talk about these too. We just kind of want to put them where we think, and then we're going to discuss them and see if any of them maybe have to move, okay?
Because way back when, certain people didn't get to go to school. So, I mean, I guess it's the right, but also responsibility because you should do it.
Yes. Okay. You about finished, Cameron? Okay. All right. You can go ahead and flip it, Giselle. The next, it says, stay informed. So watching the news or reading a newspaper.
That's right.
Watching the news or reading the newspaper, is that a right or responsibility? Go ahead and write it in the section you think it best fits in. That's like, do they throw newspapers out at people's houses anymore? No, they did that when I was a kid. The paper boy would come
They
and
put
throw
it
it.
in the mailbox.
They put them in the mailbox now. They used to throw them out in our driveway.
Oh,
Driveway? Window?
Driveway. I know. Or what if they missed and it hit another car? Okay, you ready? Let's flip it. The next one says own property.
Oh.
Is that a right or responsibility to own your house or to own land? Is that a right or responsibility?
Responsibility.
Mm-hmm. You can put land or property if it makes it easier. Land is a shorter word. Okay. Next, are we ready? Worship. That means go to church. To have a religion. To worship at the place where your family wants to go, or to not go to church. So going to church, is that a right or a responsibility? Put it where you think it belongs. And I want to see if some of you make a connection at the end. Okay. Does everybody have it where they think it goes? Yeah? All right. A few more seconds, and then we're going to the next. I think there's only a few more.
Like
4
one.
more.
Okay, one. Flip it. Okay, defend the country. Maybe serve in the military. Is that a right or a responsibility?
I mean,
you don't have to.
I mean,
Like, because you have the right to. Well,
There
I
used
don't
to
think
be a thing
anybody.
called a draft, but
I
there's
don't
not
think
anymore.
anybody would really want.
join
The people used to get.
So I guess it's a
responsibility.
I'll tell you guys a fun story in a minute. So is right if it's a right or responsibility, what do you think it is? To serve in the military. To defend the country. Okay. A few more seconds. All right. Going to the next one. A fair trial. A fair trial. You can't really see the picture, but the words are there, Andre. A fair trial. That means if I was accused of something and I got put in jail, I would have to get a fair trial before they could say I was guilty or non-guilty. So, to get a fair trial, is a fair trial a right or a responsibility?
Right.
Put it what you think it is.
Like, I mean, some people like get in trouble when they have to.
So, is it a right or a responsibility? A fair trial.
And also.
I didn't say a trial. I said a fair trial. So, remember the words there.
And also, you cannot get charged for that exact same crime twice.
You can't.
So
You taught me something, Gunner. You taught me something. Look, you learn something new every day. I did not know that. And my brother is a sheriff. Okay, so next is protest. So if I said, I'm tired of working, and I come to herd mixing with a picket sign and said, let all teachers retire. I'm tired of working. That's a protest. I'm protesting my job. I'm protesting. I'm like, I don't want to work here no more. Is that a right or a responsibility? Just put the word protest.
But you can get charged for like robbery twice, but you cannot get charged for the exact same thing that you did.
We'll talk about it in a minute, okay? Okay, next is serve on a jury. So jury duty. Jury duty.
That's a responsibility.
Is that a right or responsibility? Write it where you think it goes. Jury duty. So if you get a letter in the mail saying you have to come on a certain day to jury duty. Some of your parents might have done that. Some of the teachers have to take a vacation day from work to go to jury duty. Jury duty. It's where you sit on a jury and you decide if someone's guilty or non-guilty. You listen and you have an unbiased opinion. So jury duty. Serve on a jury. Is that a right or responsibility? Write it where you think it belongs.
So it's like the crowd.
Yes, that's the people sitting up in like I think it's 13 chairs. That's the people mixed with like men and women, different nationalities. They want a good group of representatives from the area that are non-biased. They have to go and I don't know. Okay, is everybody finished with that one? I think this is our last one. Voting. Is voting a right or responsibility? So if you're voting for your class president, or if you're voting for the mayor or the governor, there's going to be a governor election here soon. If you're voting for the governor or for Senate or for Congress or the president, is that a right or is that a responsibility? Okay. Everybody finished looking at this?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to move it to the side. All right, I'm going to take this, and we're going to kind of work backwards. And I'm going to call on you. I'm going to ask you to raise your hand. Don't blurt it out. And I want you to tell me what you put and why. And we're going to decide if it's right or not, okay? Voting.
Right.
Wait. As I wait, raise your hand. Voting. Shamira.
I chose right.
Right. Is that right? Who agrees? Okay. Yes. Voting is a right. So we get to vote. There's some people that choose not to vote, and they don't get in trouble because that's their right. So voting in an election is a right. Very good. Okay. What about serving on a jury? Raise your hand. Serving on a jury. Jury duty. Cameron, since you had all these questions, what is that? Responsibility. Does everybody agree? Everybody agrees? Yes, it is a responsibility because if you get a ticket for jury duty and you don't show up, you can get in trouble. You have to go serve on a jury duty unless you have a really good excuse and the judge will decide that. So if you get it's called getting summoned. If you get summoned for jury duty, you have to show up. That is a responsibility of being a citizen. What about protesting? Raise your hand. Protesting, Andre?
A right.
A right. Does everyone agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Protesting is a right. Yes. We don't have to. We get to. Because we are a what?
Citizen.
We're a what?
Citizen.
Yes, we're a citizen, so we get to protest. Okay, that is correct. Moving on. What about have a fair trial? Raise your hand. Have a fair trial. Gunner?
A right.
A right. Yes. You have a right to a fair trial. You have the right to a fair trial. It's not a responsibility because some countries don't get it. Some people don't get a fair trial. So you have the right to a fair trial. And this is one of those topics that are debatable. Because some people say, oh, you have to get one, and some say you have the right to one.
So jury duty or responsibility? I didn't hear.
Jury duty, yes. Jury duty is a responsibility. Okay, moving on. Now, defending the country, so serving in the military. Raise your hand. Defending the country. Serving in the military. Cameron?
All right.
It's all right. Does everybody agree? Everybody agrees.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's correct. You don't agree? Okay, so Gunner, is it something you have to do? You need to do. So what is it? It's all right.
It's something that a lot of people are expected to do.
Some people, especially some families, they're military all the way. Andre made a really good point earlier, and I remembered, and I said I was going to come back to it. There used to be something called the draft. In like World War I and World War II, there was a draft, and that meant once you're a certain age, you have to sign up for the military. You get drafted in because they needed the help. There was a war going on. So it used to be a responsibility for some men and some women. Now it is a right to serve in the military. My dad was an 82nd Airborne Ranger. He was Special Forces for the Army. He jumped out of airplanes. Sadly, he passed away in 2009 from complications to something he was exposed to in a war he was in. But my dad was in the military. He didn't have to go. He wasn't drafted. He willingly went. It was his right to go into the military. So the military is a right. What about going to church? Worship. Raise your hand. Worship. Going to church or not going to church? Giselle, what do you think about that? It's church. It's all right. Is that religion? Is that a right or responsibility? She said right. Is that right? Does anybody disagree?
I disagree.
You disagree? Why do you disagree?
Because we should go to church. It's not to do it too. Like we should go to church.
You should, and it's a good thing to do. But if you don't go to something, are you breaking a law?
But you're not
No. So what
forced
is
to.
it?
Alright.
It's a right. So going to church, worship is a right. Good job, Giselle. Okay. What about owning property, owning land, owning your house, owning something? Is that a right or responsibility, Andre?
That's alright.
It's a right. Does everybody agree? It is a right. It is a right. Staying informed, reading the news. Is that a right or responsibility? Is that a right or a responsibility, Giselle?
Alright.
It is a right. You don't have to watch the news. You don't have to watch Fox 5 or Channel 2 or 11 Alive, whatever news you watch. You don't have to. You don't have to read the newspaper. But it's a right to stay informed on what's going on in your neighborhood. I watch the news. Okay. I'm going to save this one for last. What about paying taxes? Is that a right or responsibility? Paying taxes, Gunner?
Responsibility.
Responsibility. Does everybody agree?
Yes.
Yes, if you don't pay your taxes, what happens? Who knows?
You get your house taken away.
Well, no, there's a place called the IRS,
Mm-hmm.
the Internal Revenue Service, and they will come after you. So it is a responsibility. Does everybody agree?
Yes.
Okay.
Like paying taxes, like paying like the water bill.
No, that's just a bill. You should pay your water bill, but paying taxes is like paying or receiving, yes, your wages from where you worked your job. You're filing taxes that you pay taxes into. What about obeying laws? Obeying laws, like the speed limit, is that a right or responsibility? I'll tell you something, when Miss Roddy's running late for work, I don't know if I obey the speed limit, but does that mean that I'm in the right or the wrong? Because my brother will pull me over if he sees me speeding. So is obeying laws a right or responsibility, Shamira? A responsibility, you should. Laws are put into place for a reason.
But wouldn't your brother let you go because you're
He's not supposed to.
That's not allowed.
Yeah, that's
No.
yeah,
Okay.
that's not allowed.
Now, the best one for last. Get an education. Is that a right or responsibility? I'm going to go around the table, and I just want to hear. So you can put your hands down. Gunner.
So my initial thought was that it was a right, but then I remembered that you only get a week out of school, and then the law comes in, and you
Okay.
have to go to school.
So,
I think it's both.
okay.
At
So,
first I thought it was right.
one for in the middle. Okay. Cameron.
Well, when you're a kid, like younger, I think it was a responsibility, but like when you get into high school and stuff, I feel like it's more of a right.
Okay.
College.
So it's more of a right. Good. Okay. You're thinking through it. Andre?
I think it's a right because, the older you get, you don't really have to go to school.
Okay. Shamira?
I think it's both.
You think it's both?
Because if we like when we're younger, like when we go to school, but we don't have to go to school, but we do.
Okay.
We get forced by our parents.
Giselle?
Our parents are
I-
the law.
Choose both.
You choose both. Okay. So both. Okay. Now, let me tell you. At the age you are now, you have to be enrolled in some sort of school. You can be in homeschool. Okay? You can be in homeschool. But if you're enrolled in public school and you don't attend, what happens?
It's a responsibility.
If you're enrolled in public school and you don't attend, what happens? If you're out for a week,
Parents
the-
get
get-
sent to jail.
they get letters and there may be an officer show up wondering why you haven't been at school. Now, me being in college, do I have to go? That's kind of what Cameron and Andre are saying. No, I don't have to. I choose to. So I think that getting an education can be a right or responsibility. So I think depending on what age you are is when it's determined. Like right now, you guys have to go to school.
Like, it's a responsibility right now.
It's a responsibility right now for you guys. But when you graduate high school and you go for a higher education, then it's a what?
A right.
All right, because you don't have to go to college. Once you graduate high school, you can.
Decision.
Mm-hmm.
You can drop out.
Drop out.
You can. You
Well,
can.
I wouldn't call it dropping
go.
out.
I wouldn't advise dropping out because education is so important. If you want to get a good job and make a good living, graduating high school and going to college is good. I love learning. I think you guys should never stop learning. I think everybody should go to college and get a great education. But once you graduate high school, it is not a responsibility. It is a right. Okay, so to wrap up, I want you, there's a little space at the bottom of your paper. There's a little space. So after we've done filled out this chart and we went back and we've discussed this, I want you to pick the right or the responsibility. It can come from either side that we've talked about. And I just want you to put why you think it's the most important. You pick a right or a responsibility from either side that just stands out to you, that you're like, this is really important to me. And I just want you to kind of put it in your own words and tell me why. Okay? So look over and tell me why it's important to you. And we went over some things that happened to you in real life. We've went over some things that maybe won't happen to you or you'll choose not to do. But I want you to look at that list. And I want you to tell me which is most important to you and why. As far as being a citizen, which one of those, there's no right or wrong answer. There's no right or wrong answer. You just, in the space below it, write what you think is the most important to you.
Have you ever been with us in camp? He talks about a lot of stuff like this.
Yes, I know. My brother is in the military. I mean, he's a cop. My dad was in the military, so my brother probably knows the officer that comes to you guys for champs. And I'm just, do what? My brother is Officer Shellnut.
Wait, was that the one who came to our school and brought the German Shepherd?
No,
that's Mr. Wright.
Yeah, my brother's young. He's a little bit younger than I am.
Officer Greg.
He's the one that does champs. Yes, the one that comes to your classroom. And I'm just walking around to see. So, a brief review. What, in your best vocabulary, in your best sentence, is a citizen now that we've went over rights and responsibilities? What is a, Andre, give me the best sentence you got about a citizen. What's a citizen?
A citizen is someone who obeys laws, pays taxes, and does what they're supposed to do.
And they belong to a certain nation or state, or okay. That's a better sentence than what we started off with. Does everybody agree?
Yes.
Gunnar, do you have something to add?
So a citizen is somebody who abides the law and gets their own job done and maintains that while respecting others' rights.
Yeah, so a citizen they belong. So you could say, I'm a citizen of the United States of America, and I have rights and responsibilities that are given to me to follow. That's a good definition. Freedom, that's it, yes. Freedom. We are a nation that still has freedom. You have the freedom to come to school and get an education and vote, and you have the freedom to break the law and get a speeding ticket if you want to. I don't advise that when you get older, but if you break the laws, the little people with the badge are going to be knocking at your door, and they're going to wonder why. And it might be my brother. And if it's my brother, you can say, I know Miss Roddy, and he might take it easy on you. I'm just kidding. Don't try that. Okay. All right, guys. We're about to clean up. I enjoyed it.